Hey guys, it's Dr. Tim Harrigan. I wanted to talk to you today about symptoms, okay? A lot of us have been brainwashed to think symptoms are bad. Symptoms are not bad. If you learn more about physiology, you'll realize that symptoms are part of the healing process, part of how things change and get better in our body. Now, you can also have symptoms when things are getting worse, of course, but for us to say symptoms are bad, it's crazy, right? So think of it this way. If you take a completely healthy person and they get food poisoning, well, we can all imagine how that person feels, right? They probably feel like they're dying for the next 12 hours. Now, can we all agree that the symptoms they're having, the maybe diarrhea and the vomiting, can we all agree that those are the good symptoms that are going to allow us to get rid of those bad germs from that food poisoning, right? So to say symptoms are bad, it's crazy. Pain is actually kind of good too, because it tells us there's an injury and it tells us maybe not to move in certain directions. But we come across this quite often with the powerful line of supplements that we use, that we've learned over the past 15 years, different categories of the best in-class nutritional products to recommend to myself, our patients, and otherwise. So it's not uncommon, you guys. These are very powerful, whole food, organic nutrients. Almost everything we do is whole food organic formulas, which means they're just really well done with lots of different ingredients. So for example, this digestive blend is like me pairing up about 5 other products to do what this one does. 5 other products from different companies to be as comprehensive as this is. Now, when we give this to people sometimes, eventually, their diarrhea usually gets better. Their constipation usually gets better. They start absorbing nutrients better over time. They start getting more energy from their nutrients over time. But sometimes when you start taking something new that's powerful, that's very good for you, you can develop some symptoms. Don't let that scare you. There's virtually nothing in anything that we would recommend that would create an adverse reaction, but they're going to cause some reactions that we want them to. It's no different than if you go and you start working out 5 days a week and you've never worked out before. You're going to be sore. You're going to have symptoms. You're going to have to adapt to that new situation. Supplements are no different. And I really haven't met many people that have ever felt better or different, or maybe their blood work improved from taking like a general multivitamin that you buy from the store. I've never seen that before. I've never had somebody, take one of these really popular big brand names and say, oh, I feel amazing from this multivitamin I'm taking. A lot of times we take it on faith. We don't really feel anything. We don't really see our blood work improve. So when you start to see some of those changes with a powerful line of supplements we use, it's always a good thing. What happens if we start getting more oxygen to your cells? Well, you're gonna have all kinds of detox mechanisms happening. You're gonna have some, energy. You might be more tired. Symptoms are not the enemy, especially as you make improvements to your health. We have to accept that and push through it sometimes. Another symptom we hear from with our patients is the B complex that we recommend. This is a B vitamin complex, and essentially sometimes you might get a niacin flush, which is blood coming to the surface. And you kind of feel like a hot face, kind of an itchy red sensation. It's not an adverse reaction. Look up what a niacin flush is. It's actually kind of a cool reaction where you're getting more blood flow to the surface. And it's always temporary. Usually it lasts about, 5 to 15 minutes for me if I do get a niacin flush from this. But again, some people might think that's an allergic reaction. It's not. And so we have to embrace symptoms. We have to understand that when you make some good changes to your diet or exercise program, you're sleeping more or less, things are going to happen. One more example. If somebody has candida, which is a fungus that's kind of in our body, a lot of people have candida now. It's a big problem. When you start doing protocols that help candida come out of your body, it's not always pleasant. Sometimes you might get skin rashes, you might have loose stools for a little while, but again, we have to go through those symptoms or that detox to get to the other side. There's nothing adverse with these, you guys. If you have any sensations, just let us know and push through it. You may get constipated for a couple weeks. You may have diarrhea for a couple weeks. Usually that doesn't happen, but if it does happen, it's what your body needs to go through as your microbiome changes, as your body detoxifies, or otherwise. One more example. If you are eating all processed food for 30 years, and then you go and you buy all plants, you buy all veggies and fruits, and you just start eating real food overnight, do you think that person's body is going to have some changes happen? Well, of course, we want it to again. So don't think of anything that happens with this stuff as adverse. There are some reactions that will happen. It's usually good. And like I said, push through it. Let us know about it. Kind of embrace it because we know something's happening. That's how powerful these are, you guys. So enjoy.